In the shade of a tree on a warm day in Vilnius, Lithuania, I'm having coffee with the happiest 20-somethings in the world. Given the weather perfect and the beverage cheap, it is hard to feel anything but happy. It is harder still if, like 23-year-old Simona Jukovinate, you have just been handed 21,000 euros from the Lithuanian government to direct your debut short film about the country's teenagers. This is a great place, she says, gesturing around the manicured square where we're sitting, on the edge of the city's new town. It's pretty awesome that you can get these kinds of opportunities here. So good are the opportunities and so high is the level of optimism that Lithuania topped this year's World Happiness Report rankings for the under 30s. The country's genders and millennials rated themselves 76 out of 10 on the happiness scale, miles ahead of the UK and the US, at 32nd and 62nd respectively. While the report sounded alarm bells about young people's welfare in the West, Lithuania's 20-somethings get set to work mimifying and TikToking about the confirmation that they had it pretty good. One actually like it here, says Jukovinate's friend Gantis Bendikas almost apologetically. The 23-year-old is about to graduate with no debt and, by his own admission, no anxieties about the labor market. Yes, there are problems, but there are problems everywhere, he says. I think a lot of young people here are quite patriotic. It feels, at least in Vilnius, like we live good lives compared to other European countries. Granted, it is not the most exciting place in the world. Jukovinate complains that it can be a little boring, and Bendikas says he is keen to see other countries before ultimately settling down here. The Vilnius Tourist Board is jocularly self-aware in branding the country the G-spot of Europe because nobody knows where it is. A 2019 survey found that only 5% of Britons knew more than the Lithuanian capital's name and approximate location. But against a backdrop of general election mudslinging, pervasive student debt, and a housing crisis in the UK, I will take boring. Drinking a decent cup of coffee in the sun and eating a flaky pastry that didn't cost an hour's work on minimum wage, yes, this will do.